All right. Hello. How are we? Um, it is day after time change. And I asked in the chat, how much is it messing with you? Just a little bit, not at all. Because I know it's not affecting some people in the world just yet. But I gotta say, it messed with me. I stayed up far, far too late. And then my brain was like, doing the whole spinny thing at night. So my sleep was intermittent, let's say. And then as a result of that, I got up far later than I wanted to because I was exhausted. But I have had some sleep. um, so yeah. So that's what we're trying to do. Is work on that energy that I have, plus coffee. I did have a large cup of coffee because that's what you do when you have intermittent sleep. um, so hopefully, I will be able. My brain is waking up because coffee. Um, so I am. Um, I'm hoping that I will be able to get my brain back into that editing mode that I was in yesterday, and work through a whole bunch more of the scenes that I'm checking for those two things and making some more progress. So yeah, I'm working on Project Gray, by the way, which according to the thumbnail that I had today with the dragons and the castles, I could be working on either Project Gray or Chimera Moon because dragons, but I am going to be working on Project Gray again today, working on those edits, trying not to be intimidated by the sheer number of pages, but um, getting the editing done little bit by little bit. That's I'm just taking it one small chunk at a time, one small bit. Um, so yeah, so that's what I'm doing is I'm working little bit by little bit on editing Project Gray, trying to get my brain back into like the mode of how do I make this better and not be overwhelmed with it. Also, the little diagram that I drew for myself yesterday, I apparently put a bowl for chips, like you do, on top of it, and the bottom of the bowl was apparently still wet from the dishwasher. So now my diagram is all smeared. So I've got my diagram / map. So now I've got to do a new one. So it's just yes, Charlie, yes. Today is a day that we will hopefully write some. May the energy levels and mental focus be ever in our favor. Yes, this is what we would like. And I also thought about putting eyeliner on, but based on how tired I am likely to be rubbing my eyes several times throughout the stream. So I just decided not to. And already it's proven to be a good choice. Stacy says, so far so good for you on the time change, and you're actually not certain why. Well, I think for me personally, the spring time change is not as bad as the fall one because you're going into more daylight. It's the losing an hour in the fall that's just like I mean, technically it says like, it's like kind of like gaining an hour, but whatever. I always feel like it's losing an hour because it doesn't work that way for me. Devin says howdy. Hannah says hi. Hello. Megan says good morning. You woke up at 3 this morning wide awake. You're a little thrown off by the new clock schedule. Yeah. Maggie says good morning, lovelies. So Megan and I are on the same train of like trying to get our brains into gear. Maggie said, good morning. Megan says, you're currently working on a blog post about your copywriting services on Fiverr. Excellent. Becca says, hello. Hello. CB says, hello, I am massively conflicted. You foolishly watched the trailer for Secrets of Dumbledore and you want to see it, but Rowling. And it would make you feel like a massive hypocrite. Well, you can always wait until it comes out and then buy it secondhand rather than pay her the initial. That's what I would suggest. Like if you want to see it but don't want direct money to go to Rowling, then secondhand it. But that would mean that you would have to wait. Monique is here. Hey y'all. Hello. You seriously hate that 1, the clock's moved an hour forward, and 2, the kids have spring break, which means you had work this morning. Yes. All the things. You're praying that you can have Wednesday as vacation day so that you can play with your Star Wars crew without any worries. Yes. I hope so too. Yeah, as much as you want to go see it, you do not want to be a hypocrite. Yeah. Becca's having issues with technology. Firefox would not stream the stream, so you had to switch to Chrome. Finicky browsers. Aren't they all? They're all very finicky. They have things they like, and some mornings they don't want to do things that they have done a bajillion other times. You know. Charlie says, hey, hello. Megan says, I feel UCB can be difficult to stick to your morals when the opposite is so enticing. Yes. Laura says, hello, everyone. Hello. Cool Gamer says, hello. Also, Laura, thank you for the new timers. They're pretty. We like them. CB says, my mother says I should go, but I don't want to offend people by doing so. This decision is up to you. Follow what you want. You know, if you want to go see it in theaters, and you feel like you're not crossing your moral bottom line by doing that, then you should go. But I think as much as we want to support all of the communities that we want to support and we should support, there's also, movies bring a lot of joy. Movies bring, and stories do as well. So, and as Charlie says, there's a lot of other people's livelihoods tied up in movie making as well. So it is a moral conundrum. It really is. But yeah, you decide where your moral compass is and where your moral bottom line is. So yeah. Laura says, you got this, Charlie, on wishing for the focus and the energy. Yes. CB says, in the autumn, you gain an hour, but lose an hour. You gain an hour of sleep, but lose an hour of light. Yes. Megan also seconds, get it secondhand or through your library. We do not condone illegal measures. Yeah. Or wait until she's gone. There's that. Might just wait till it comes out into the terrestrial TV where 3 years time. Yeah, there you go. Lindsay says, good morning. And Charlie says, CB, I know this feeling. Movies are a strange thing for me because so many people's livelihoods are involved. Just follow your conscience and you'll be okay. Charlie says, thanks, Laura. I got a fave from a stranger this morning on chapter 1 and you feel like dancing. Yay! You're getting known. CB says, I am going to wait until it comes out into terrestrial TV. Yeah, good. Sounds like you made a decision. Stacy says, I would say going to see a movie based on JK's work is better than buying a book by her for many of the above reasons. That is also possibly true. I'm not sure, like, royalty-wise, what the split does. But yeah, there's definitely more people involved. So the money is a little bit more dispersed with the movies, I think. CB says, I said I wasn't going to see it, and I'm going to stick to that. Yeah, wait till it comes out, and it can come to you. Okay. Brain. Card. So I pulled a card, and it was very appropriate because y'all know that yesterday I was doing the, yeah, she does get a ton of money from the movies. You're right, Becca, in that. But there are, oh, the fact that she's an executive producer credit. Okay. Yeah. So y'all know that we have the stream hoppers. Y'all know that I put the little froggy icons for my indicators for the lives this week, and we have a frog for today. It was actually in the inverse position, so we'll read the protection message rather than the straight message. Straight oracle message is what it's called. So the main message is to clear out the clutter. Clear out the clutter. What is weighing you down? Is it time for spiritual and psychic cleansing? Are you overdue for letting go of the voices that surround you? They may have started to get into your head, these voices that bog you down and keep you from leaping forward into a better situation. Let others croak and create their dramas while you make space for yourself and for hearing your own thoughts as they arrive. Declutter your schedule and stop trying to do it all and then some. Charlie. A lot of us. Let others manage their own baggage rather than allowing it to be dumped on you. Oh, I feel called out. Your lily pad needs to be clear of others' clutter. Frog spirit may also come bearing a message about your physical space. Do you hold on to things because you are afraid of losing your energetic connection to the past, to people who are no longer in your life, or to goals that you never pursued? Or could they have these, Or could you have these items around you because you feel guilty if you got rid of them? Are your storage and living spaces stuffed with reminders of what you are not, when they should be holding only objects that reflect who you are and who you aspire to be? If something is no longer making you feel joyful, empowered, and excited, the frog is here to let you know that it's time to let it go. Free yourself to leap forward into something new, trusting that you will always have what you need. Yes, we have frog in reverse. We have frog in reverse. Maybe it is a Gorf. Sure, we have Gorf. His name is now Gorf when he's upside down. Charlie says, fine. Yes, exactly. Stream poppers. Yes. Yes. Stream frogs. We have frog in reverse, which is Gorf. Yes. Let's see. Megan says, I've been reading a book on emotional labor, and this feels related to that book. Yes. Yeah, for sure. So this is what that's the protection message, because it comes with the book that Colette Baron Reed creates to go along with these cards, has the oracle message for when it's in the normal position, and then it has the protection message for when it's in the inverse. It's more of like when it's in words. Let's try that again. When it's in the normal position, it's usually more optimistic and like, hey, you got this type of thing. And then when it's in the inverse, it's normally more of like a warning of like, hey, you should check whether you're doing this or not. Yeah, didn't expect to be called out by a frog today, but here we are. Gorf. The Gorf Kermit has got us. Yes. And nobody will know what that is later. We're like, what is Gorf again? Okay. Laura made several fantastic new timers for us. And so the first one is going to be our warm-up. It's going to be our 15-minute. Oops, I did not actually click on that. Here we go, banner. Gorf is good. Gorf is great. Yes. Justiva is here. Hey, yo. Happy Monday. Happy Monday to you as well. And Monique says, this is why I'm trying to make time to relax, even with your schedule. Yes, absolutely. Isn't that the teacher's name in Wayside School before Ms. Jewell shows up? I don't know. I don't remember. Megan says, Gorf is tasty on some cake. I mean, maybe a crab cake because it would be all savory stuff, but I think Gorf would be mad at you for trying to eat him. I could be wrong, but anyway, words are hard. All right. So with that in mind, let's do our first sprint. One, save your document if you have already been working today. If not, go ahead and pull up your document. I do have my document pulled up over on my laptop, so I am ready to go after I do a little bit in my planner, because as you saw, it was still blank. And okay, that was number one. Number two, make sure you have something to hydrate with. If you already have your glass of hydration, go ahead and take a sip. Cheers. Okay, so Megan says, yes, Stacy is right. Yes, Miss Gorf is the teacher who turns kids into apples. Nice. Okay. So 1 and 2. 3, straighten your spine and roll your shoulders back. I was definitely slouching just then. And 4, make sure that if you need a break for a walk around, to go get that hydration, to go get a snack, whatever it is, make sure you are taking care of yourself as we are writing. So here we go, 15 minutes in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! I realized I had turned down my volume from my computer, so the thunder was not very loud on my end. Hopefully that did not affect your thunder hearing experience. If it did, I apologize. But yeah, that was the first sprint. How did we do? I got done with my planner at about 8 minutes left. And then I started editing. But I'm into some longer scenes today. I got something on my shirt. It's still there. So I will not be making quite as fast number of scenes as I did yesterday, but I still am making some progress, so that's good. Let's see. Monique was going to be working on formatting your work in progress so you could send it off to your editor. Maggie said you were catching up. Your YouTube blinked and the stream froze, and the winds are super high today. You need the frog. So I said, Frog, I hope your internet gets less hoppy. Heather, hello. Popping in to say hi. You're going to be doing some mom stuff in a few because it's spring break for your son this week. Gotcha. Heather says, I have shiny new idea syndrome, though, and you were just attempting to film through some brainstorming. You're not sure if you will be able to finish it right now. Okay, finish the brainstorming or finish the filming. Megan says, I got back with 24 seconds to spare. Nice. CB made dinner and you're working on eating it. Excellent. Megan took a nice hot shower. Now back to the blog post. Yes. Hopefully the shower will have revived you. Monique says, just finished formatting all the chapters. Nice. Excellent. Devin, I sprinted to get lunch. Okay, so apparently it's an eating sprint. Sorry, y'all. I feel like I'm going to sneeze. And I was. Miss Ocampo says, now you have to write some chapter titles. Excellent. Charlie read through what you've written of chapter 2 and forgot how gruesome this monster is. You can't wait to write the fight. I almost flipped that around and said fight the right, but we don't want to be fighting the writing. We want the writing to come easily. We want to attempt the writing with, I don't know, tea and cookies. Maybe some pie, since today is pie day, and I think Heather did make the pumpkin pies yesterday, so pie. You have tea and water with you now. Excellent. CB says alphabet soup and air fryer grilled cheese. Excellent. Monique says, also, I signed the contract with my editor. Yay! One more step. Hooray! Stacy says, I'm so frustrated with these computers. And you let the dog in and talk to your best friend. Oh, good. Not that you're not good that you're frustrated with the computers. Good that you had a chat with your bestie. Words. Yes, you also just got some Ritz crackers. Definitely a lunch munching sprint, apparently. Yes, thank you. Lindsay says, I need about 400 words on your first article. Okay, that's achievable. We can get that done. Thank you. Justiva says, I reread a chapter from a work in progress that isn't the one you're meant to be working on today. It's sad, not sure where you did that. You journaled a bit and lunch is soon. Gotcha. Heather says, I've got to get my son awake from a nap and some lunch ASAP. Yes. Maybe fix the lunch first. I don't know. Up to you. Justina says, congrats to Monique. And Maggie says, researching scientific articles to use as citations for a presentation on why you don't want power lines on my land. I have honeybees. Yeah, that would make a difference. You have pot stickers for lunch. Pot stickers. I think it's because of the amount of electricity that they leak. Because if y'all did not know this, the massive power lines, even small ones, they still leak a certain amount of electricity. And you can actually go out with like just the tube for a fluorescent light. And if you stick one end underneath, like if you like underneath one of the big power lines, stick one end of that in the ground, and you cover the two prongs with your finger, it'll actually glow. It will turn on because there's so much electricity in the air. So yeah, I mean that's not the only thing, but that's just like one of the things. Power lines are a pain, so you get why you want to argue your point and keep them off your property. But are they especially bad for bees? I think so. I just imagining that much electricity versus a small tiny bee who's trying to get pollen all over it. And I'm not entirely sure if that I don't know. Like I'm imagining all kinds of things, kind of like, so pollen would act kind of like grain dust would in terms of like being a conductor for electricity. That might be one of the reasons why this is me like thinking about the science that I know of, but not having specific examples related to specifically bees. But yeah, I can imagine that the pollen particles would function much like grain particles would for, what am I trying to say? Anyway, grain particles can explode with fire and like carry, but that's not the same thing as electricity. I don't know what I'm talking about. Apparently I'm just talking out BS. I don't know. Brain. Megan says, good luck to Maggie. Protect your land. You have power lines on your land, so maybe bees isn't an option. Sounds like maybe we all need to read the articles that Maggie is finding. Sounds dangerous. Yes. It's kind of interesting, though. You just remembered you need to do laundry. I also need to do laundry. So this next sprint will be editing/laundry check. Thanks for the reminder. You also need to swap the laundry around. Yes, it's a laundry day and lunch day. It messes up their ability to navigate. Okay, gotcha. It makes them aggressive. Also hives within 5 kilometers of power lines have a 30% higher rate of colony collapse and abandonment. Okay. Yeah, so that would make sense then if there's too much electricity in the air that it would mess with their navigations. Yeah. Same as bats. I think you'll have to scratch the beekeeping idea altogether. Then you have a line running through the property. It's only 1.5 acres total, so probably not good space for them. CB says can't do laundry till Thursday. Yes, because that's when you move. Okay, so this is just one of a dozen articles that you found concerning honeybees, which is what you have. It's the least sciencey, which means that it's more likely to be easily understood. And okay, so thank you, Maggie. I'm going to make sure I read that. Devin, to be or not to be? There are plenty of bees around, and bats too. I wish there were more bats. We do have a few in the neighborhood, because bats really do control the mosquito population. So I'm all on board for that. Yeah, they react to the hum of the power in the lines. Okay, gotcha. Washing machine and stove disconnected today. Gotcha. All right. Let's do this. Second writing sprint. So we can all do laundry, lunch, and reading about honeybees and power lines and writing and editing. All the things. Okay, so this is also one of Laura's new timers. This is another 25-minute one. And this is also sprint number 2, which means it is as Devin says, waddle time. So if you have a YouTube channel, a Twitch channel, an Amazon author page, an Etsy store, a website, a blog, a social media that you would like to share and promote, now's the time to do that. Bonus points and gold stars to you if it is writing adjacent. Star. And make sure that if you do not have the blue inch of power, you will have to spell out the dot and .com. So yeah, so that's your promo reminder. Your regular reminder is that 1, you should save your document. 2, you should take a sip of whatever you're hydrating with. I will have to go get a refill this sprint. 3, make sure that you straighten your spine, roll your shoulders back for a posture check. And 4, make sure that if you need a break to do said laundry, to do said lunch, all the other things that we've been talking about, make sure you do that. Make sure you are taking care of yourself as we are writing. So here we go, 25-minute Pomodoro sprint in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! Alrighty. That was sprint number 2, which is our self-promo sprint. I promise I can talk. So there's that. I did go and refill my water glass, as well as took like my allergy medicines, things like that. So that was didn't get quite as much done. My brain definitely kind of wandered a bit there, but I got some done. So, let me scroll up and see where we started the waddling. Okay. Eve was talking about the bats and the bunnies that live on or near your place. Okay, so Devin, I think, was the first one for self-promo again today. So congrats to Devin. Let's see if I can give you a gold trophy. Yes, I can. Hey. Nice. Okay. So here's Devin's link tree, which has pretty much all the links for where you can find Devin on the internet. And then here specifically is the playlist link, which is for all of the wonderful live sprints here on authortube. And Devin is 2 subs away from 400. You're almost there. Yes. So again, if you are not subbed to Devin, make sure you are subbed to Devin. Megan says, I've started offering copywriting services on Fiverr. Here's the link to my ad copy gig. And there is the Fiverr link. Excellent. CB says, I've got 39 stories on my archive of our own page under the username pepperonyfan1982. Comments are currently off because people have been mean. You added another video to your YouTube this morning, and you got a premiere at 9 p.m. UK time on Friday. Nice. Okay. Megan says, I'm also working on a blog post about the copywriting services on your blog. And there is the blog link. Steve says, don't forget to hit the like button to show some love for today's stream. Thank you. Much appreciated. Charlie says, check out the Epic Fantasy Rebirth on World Anvil after invaders strike down the gods. How will the pilgrims survive? That's a very good question. It's a very good question. How will they survive? And there's the World Anvil link. Devin says, here's CB's channel. Maggie says, here's my Amazon page with all the things and the things plus the things. Yes, Word on Amazon. As Elizabeth said, dang it, forgot the stupid daylight savings again. Yes, it happens. It happens. But also, Elizabeth does live streams Thursdays, 6 p.m. GMT plus 1, which would have been noon Eastern, but is for right now, I think 1 p.m. Eastern. I think. Brain. Maggie says the Dust Shadow Insurgents on Vela, and here's the link for that. Here's Lindsay's channel link, thanks to Devin. And here is Maggie's YouTube channel. Lindsay is going to be one of the hosts for the Worldwide Write-A-thon this weekend, as is Laura. Laura Nettles, whose timers we are using today. And Maggie says, here is Miss Ocampo Writes YouTube channel. And here's just Eva, because she only has 5 followers. Oh no! And here's CB's. Here's Hannah's band Spotify link. Here's Stacy's channel. She has a lot of playlists, and I went and I resubscribed to her because apparently YouTube did not like me being subscribed. Twitter and Instagram for Miss Ocampo. is at Miss Ocampo Writes. Here is Becca's link for YouTube. And the one, I think it didn't update because this is still Becca's link, but I posted Hannah's link a little bit later. Right. Yeah. Justiva says, hee, I don't create content, but thank you, Maggie. And here is the hashtag Writers for Ukraine fundraiser. The GoFundMe link is there. Thank you, Devin. Just Eva says, someone just added to the index. Much love. Yes. And then I asked Charlie for the link to the fundraiser that is for trans rights in Texas specifically. But you get a whole bunch of tabletop games for it. And so here's the link for that. So thank you very much. Just Eva says, lunch is served. Caesar salad wraps for me, hot dogs and fruit and veggies for the kiddo. We will likely only eat the fruits and veggies. Well, at least I'll eat something. The 1950 census releases next month for anyone who is into ancestry. There is a 72-year rule regarding census information, so 1950 is close. Ms. Ocampo says, done. Now you just have to see if, done with the formatting. Gotcha. So now you have to see if your editor prefers you to link the work in progress to her on Google Docs, or if they want it to be sent to you as a Word document. Words. Lunch is consumed. Child is still working on his. Laundry has been swapped. Elizabeth got the documents up and ready. Here's Devin Cutting's trophy. TV says dinner was great. Need to soak the dishes. Megan says, you cheated. You posted before the sprint started. I know I'm following Devin, so, and I check that every time I go and check the playlist. So Maggie says, I have decided procrastination is my vibe today. Well, it is National Procrastination Week, so love me some procrastination. Yes, we do. CB says, be right back, gonna go soak those dishes. Louise, hello. Does the rest of the world do daylight savings, or is it just US and Canada? There is sort of like a staggered time that people do the daylight savings. So just North America is first because we're weird. Yeah, I don't really know what time it is. Yeah, Devin says, yes, the rest of the world does it, just not on the same weekend. Just even says, I got 0 new subs off that promo, which is standard because some change in mid-March, some change in early April. Cannot wait for the 1950s census. You are ready for it in your research, but your parents won't show up till the next one. Gotcha. Yeah, I do tend to keep talking. One of your parents will show up on the night with one of your parents should show up with the 1951. That will be cool to see. Yeah. CB's back. Mr. Camper Right says, from what you know, yeah. Yep. All right, team. Let's do another sprint because we need to sprint. And we're going to go again with our white blossom timer. So here we go. All right. 1, save your document. 2, make sure you take a sip of whatever you're hydrating with. 3, make sure you straighten your spine and roll your shoulders back for that posture check. And 4, make sure that if you need a break, take one. All righty, here we go. 25 minutes in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Alrighty. That was sprint number 3. How'd we do? I'm slowly working through these scenes. As I said, these are longer scenes. They're taking quite a bit longer. Yesterday I was able to move through quite a few. Today I'm still on scene number 3. But it at least is moving forward slowly. So yeah. But how do we do that sprint? How'd we do? Scroll up. Misha came in. Hello. Said lots to do, but it is a crazy day. Mizocampo is done sending off the work in progress to the editor. Nat also popped in. Hello. Just got here. Monique says laundry has stopped and you got to cook fried rice, so you're headed out. Thanks for coming. And this is where I was like, distractions. They're everywhere. Because I turned the camera off several times as I was moving around to get things and such because I was procrastinating. Just even got 380 words to wrap up a scene, and on that you're going to call it. You're feeling a break from YouTube on the horizon. Good luck on all the goals, everybody. So congrats for getting the 380 words, wrapping up the scene, and enjoy the break. Lindsay says lunchtime. Thanks for the sprints. You're welcome. And Devin is reminding us that Lindsay streams on Tuesdays, which is tomorrow, at 5 p.m. Central, which would be... Is it 1 hour behind? Eastern? Is it Eastern Mountain Central? Eastern Central Mountain. I think it's Eastern Mountain. No? Brain. I don't... My brain just like shorted out right there. Check out Lindsay's channel and click the remind me button so we get the notifications. Misha says hi and bye to Eva. Devin says, I worked in marketing and publicity years ago. Can you tell I miss it? I can tell that you still have lots of habits from marketing and publicity. Yes. Misha got one super important thing done and checked off the to-do list. Excellent. Good job. Megan took the dogs out, ate a breakfast burrito, worked on the blog, post some more, and you're almost finished. Nice. Nat did well and got 600 words. Nice. Elizabeth said, got almost one feedback written, trudging through it. You're on the at least it's moving forward train too. Yeah, that train. Procrastination again. Yes. Procrastination and distraction and just all the things. Back to sci-fi today for Nat. Still waking up, but got a ton done. Excellent. So are you then a morning writer? Is your brain geared towards morning pages rather than night work? Charlie says, I finished that part of the chapter. Yay! And you were halfway through. Yippee! Indeed. Internet blinking on and off with the power. Oh no! I hope you have lots of surge protectors and things like that. I think my dad got like a backup battery for his tower, so that if the main power went out, his computer would stay on long enough for him to like save and shut down. And I'm thinking that's really not a bad investment. And I might at some point in the future, I'm basically working on the laptop right now. So, as long as the power doesn't like short the power, if it's plugged in, power supply, then I'm okay. Tanya is here. Hello. Hello. Misha says, I'm about to have some lemon meringue pie. Yes, that's the kind that I saw in the store the other day, and I may have to go to the grocery store after the stream ends because, Mountain is 2 hours difference. Central is 1. Okay, thank you. My brain was really just like not capable of doing that at the moment. Misha says, you wouldn't happen to have contacts at the magazine like, say, The Economist, would you? Good question. Devin answers and says, I don't know anyone at The Economist. Oh, no. Nat says, I've got a weird sleep schedule. I just write whenever. Well, there you go. Megan is listening to 9 to 5 by Dolly Parton. Fantastic. And it's getting you in the mood to be productive. Dolly Parton is amazing. She's an amazing human being. And I remember seeing some sort of talk with her about this particular song. And when she essentially like made it up on her way to, I can't remember if it was the audition for the part, or if they told her like, hey, we want you to do a song, come in and we'll talk about what kind of song. Anyway, so she made it up kind of like very last minute on the spot. And when she sang it for the director, producer, executives, whoever, she was making the melody and the percussion with her nails, like clicking against each other, which is one just like cool, random but cool. I don't know why that's so fascinating. It is. Louise says, thanks for the sprint. Gotta run. Maggie says, I have everything plugged into surge protectors. You grew up on the prairie, so you know how old and untrustworthy the power lines are. Gotcha. Hannah has been in and out of the sprint, sorting dinner and work. Managed to get about 800 words. Nice. Heather has been doing parenting, so you miss things, but you will get some things done later. Yes, done later. With the procrastination thing continues. Misha says, oh, well, worth a shot. You're trying to figure out how to approach them for your contract job. Gotcha. She's turned down her Hall of Fame induction several times. She's just a rare human being that is amazing. Love her. Maggie says, it is pie day. Procrastination in the form of baking. Yes, pie for the win. She's amazing. She's a fantastic human being and singer. Maggie says, runs to the kitchen like the irresponsible snacker I am. But at least you'll have tasty food after. Sounds like an amazing way to spend your time. Exactly. All right, y'all, we have about 6 minutes. So we can get we can squeeze in like a short sprint. I don't mind going over a little bit. So do you want to do a 10 or 15? I say as I rub my eyes tiredly. For your cool down sprint to take you over the hour. We will do a short sprint, but would you rather a 10 or a 15? Happy procrastination week to all. Let them eat pie. Yes. 15, not 75. Okay, we've got 2 votes for 15. So I will scroll Laura's purple timer to the 15 and share. So we've got Dolly Parton and we've got Cher and all the things. All right, here we go. Save your document. Take a sip of whatever you're hydrating with. Cheers. Straighten your spine, roll your shoulders back for that posture check, and make sure that if you need a break, take a break. Devin going from 75 minutes to 75 hours. I don't think so. 15 minutes. Here we go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. All right. That was the end of our sprint, our overtime sprint, as Devin called it. How'd we do? I got done with the 4th scene into started the 5th scene for today. Again, these are longer, more involved scenes, and so I'm definitely taking more time with them than I was with the shorter scenes that were yesterday's work. So, but at least it's progress. It's progress. And so, right as the stream was starting, Elizabeth mentioned that the ice cream van was outside. So I was like, oh, run, catch it. And then, of course, Devin was saying, you want to catch and eat the van? Which, if it's made out of ice cream, the answer would be yes. But Elizabeth stayed strong because you already have pistachio ice cream and mochi ice cream in the freezer, which, mochi. Diane is here. Hello. And Hannah had a dash. So there's that. And Devin is still 2 subs away. You want him before Saturday. So the race is on. So if you are not subscribed to Devin, please do. Heather says, good luck to Devin. Yes. Heather says, the kid and I just had pie on Pie Day. Those mini pies made in the muffin tins were good. Yes. Yes, yes. Maggie says, trying to decide whether to make peach or apple pie or both. I vote for apple, but I also vote for a crumble top rather than like another pie crust shell or the lattice work. I still prefer the crumble top, which I think makes it a Dutch apple pie. Somehow. Maggie says, hello, Heather. Elizabeth says, both. Make both pies. And Megan says, I'm almost done with the conclusion of my blog post. Then it needs a once over, and then you can publish. I know, apple pie. With some vanilla ice cream on the side, or Cool Whip. Whatever your choice is. But yes. But I prefer the crumble top apple pie. That's just me though. All right, y'all. Don't forget to save. And make sure that somehow, some way, you, if you feel like it, get some pie on Pie Day. And then make sure you check out Devin's playlist. I posted that, I think. Yes, it did go through. So I posted that in the chat, Devin's playlist again, so that you can see all of the other sprints that are going on. What is Cool Whip? Is it a really cool dude? Well, it's either, I mean, depending on which faction you're in, you're either vanilla ice cream, Cool Whip, the brand, like whatever, which is like solid whipped cream already made up for you. And then, or there's the Ready Whip in a can. Like, depends on which style you enjoy more. Devin says, I can't eat pie. Oh no, so sad. Well, then have something else you like. All right, y'all. Don't forget to save, and then I'm headed out, and I will see y'all in the chats. All right. Bye, y'all.